and Michael and the angels, commanding General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha, Ayanya, Ahaharium, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'im, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayim, Wa'arataza, Aliyatun, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Aliyad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Malayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'atka, Wawa'atka, Mayata, Wa'aid, Awalam.
In English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From which cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade. Upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, El Damayalaka, Al Takarash, Wa Al Tashakwat, Al Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Yaira Yamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Yaitazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'Allah, Iwada, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Aliyaka, Barayath, Yakarathwa, Aholia, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'abba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashath, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanyalawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamajin, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, the Ara, Hayawa, Daman, the Adama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yabmawa, Arab, Wakazaba, Wakatazol, Manai, Kal, Nasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Na'awath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Raraha, Kaash, Tabiira, Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Daradatma, Basa Irika, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyahum,
Kwalawan,
Palawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Yabakwashwa,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Awa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabaholwa,
Wayabaholwa,
Aija'aid,
Ajaid,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayadayawa,
Wayadayawa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Aftha,
Aftha,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahweh,
Awa,
Labadka,
Labadka,
Aliyawan,
Aliyawan,
Al-Kaharataza.
Al-Kaharataza. In the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee, have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off. From being a nation. That the name of Israel. May be no more remembrance. For they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. It's like it. And the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind. As a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let it be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Shop, maybe be seated. We back at it again. Turn this off. Back at it again, Israel. All right. Back to breaking down this history. Back to going back into these records.
Right. Genesis 19 and 33.
Yep. For those at home, right? You want to read along? You just go to blueletterbible.org. Right, go to the top. Right, type in Genesis, type the 19. You'll scroll all the way down to 33. Right. Was it? Yeah, because we read 32 last, right?
Okay. Yeah. Started 30.
All right, so we're picking up at verse 33. You press that blue button on the side that says tools. And what it'll do is it'll pull up the Assyrian Hebrew for you, so you'll be able to follow along as we read.
Okay, we got Sister Sapar, y'all.
Almost on Christ.
Hey, Shalom, says Yahweh Shema Alathan Bahashem Yahweh Shai. We thank you for tuning in.
All right. Wait, Genesis chapter 19 and verse 23. All right. All right, Yanazar. Are you ready, big priest?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 33 in the Hebrew. Wa Fashakwayan Ath Abiyahun. Yayun. Ba. Layala. Hawa'a. Wa. Taba'a. Ha. Bakayara. Wa. Thashakab. Ath. Abiyaha. Wa. La'a. Yadai. Ba. Shakab. Shakabha. Waba Kwawama. Verse 34. Wayahaya ma Makarath. Hold up, man. My phone just went out. Okay, I gotta go back. Salaki, my phone just messed up on me. Okay. Verse 34. Okay. Wa Yahaya ma Marath. Wa Fa'amar ha Bakyara al ha Taza Ayara Hun Shakakathia. Salaki, that's Shabakathia. Shakabathia. Salakia. Shakabathia. My bad. Amash. Ath. Anya. Nashak Nawa. Yayun. Gum. Ha. Layala. Wa ba'a. Salaki. Wa ba'aya. Shakabia. I'm wa. Wana kathya. Ma abiyanawa. Zerai. Verse 35 in the Hebrew. Wahashakwayan gum ba layala ha hawa'a ath abiyahun yayun wa thakwan ha taza ayara watha shakab I'm wa wala'a yadai bashakabha wa bakwama. Verse 36. Wa the harayan shathia banawath lawat the abiyahun salakia mahabiyayun. Verse 37. Wathalad habiyakara bun watha kwara'a shamwa mawa'ab hawa'a abiyah mawa'ab aid hayawam. Verse 38. Waha taza ayara gum hawa'a yalada ban watha kwara'a shamwa ban anya hawa'a abiyah bunya I'm a one I'd hayawum. 7 and 1 will be the last.
That's what 20.
Hmm?
Yeah, change about chapter 20.
Yeah. I mean, chapter 20 and 1. So
No, you can make sure.
Yeah. Okay. Come on. Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 20 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. The last of the 7 verses. Okay. And okay, we got it. Why? Yesai, Mashum, Abraham, Aratazaha, Ha, Nanab, Salakia, Hanagab, Wayashab, Bayan, Kodash, Wa, Bayan, Shawor, Wayagar, Ba, Garar. So now we're going to go back to 19, and we're going to read from 33 in the English. Okay. My phone acting up. Okay, I got it. This is the book of Genesis chapter 19 and verse 33 in English. And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
Here we go again with that word lay. I always like to expound on that word because people get so confused when we talk about sex being marriage and what is sex in the Bible. Read that one more time, Yanazar.
And lay with her.
And then what with her?
And lay with her father.
Right. This is the action that's being carried out here. She laid with her father. Right? What does that mean? What are we talking about here? Right? Let's read on.
And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. So as we all know, if I may, sir, as we all know, this is the story of Lot and his 2 daughters. They fled Sodom and Gomorrah up into the mountains, of course. And so now the 2 daughters perceive, she think because the whole, their whole.
Don't jump the gun. They already said, you already read that part? When they said that?
When they said what?
When they said they thought it was just them, right? They already said it yet?
Well, yeah, because they said there's no seed to make more children.
Okay, yeah.
So they thought that because the whole valley where they knew, sir, the whole valley that they knew was now burnt down. So that was their world. So they didn't think it was any more men left. So they said, hey, he the only one left. Got to be him, which was their father. You understand? They got the father. I mean, he got to be crazy drunk. He was really drunk. And they lay with him.
Here we go. I got it. Verse 31. All right, it says, and the firstborn said unto the younger, our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. You understand? Like Yanazar said, they thinking in their mind, man, Sodom and Gomorrah just got destroyed. The whole earth is destroyed. We're the last ones left. It's up to us.
We don't have no wood to burn our fire with.
I like that. Right? So now we know we are, right? So let's read on.
Verse 34. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Mm-hmm. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in and lie with him, mm-hmm, that we may preserve the seed of our father.
That we may do what?
Preserve the seed of our father.
What seed are we talking about here, man? Are they still just lying down, just playing patty cake, just cuddling with their father? They playing spades, you understand? You understand?
No,
is it starting to make sense now? Are we able to grow up and shake off that Christianity and realize what we're talking about here? When the Bible says lying with someone, laying with someone, right? Going in unto someone, preserving seed. Right? What are we talking about here? This is grown conversations, man. It's birds and the bees. Right? Read on.
Verse 35. And they made their father drink wine also. Slakia, drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose.
They get him toe up.
Yeah, and remember, he just lost his wife. Mm-hmm. He just lost his woman. These are human beings, of course. You know what I'm saying? Fully healthy. You know, and so as we know, alcohol in abundance causes, you know, bad decisions. That's it.
Yeah, they getting him so drunk. He blacking out.
Yeah, man.
He don't know when they lay down, when they got in the bed. He don't even
know who they are. He just, yo, this is it. Okay, so verse 36. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father.
They were with what, Yonazar?
With child.
Now let's really break it down here. How does a woman get with child, man? Now we got to really understand what that word means. To lie with someone, to lay down with someone. How does a woman get pregnant, Yonazar?
Hey, man, she got to get that seed and, you know, insert it into her body.
Somebody got to test fire, man.
Yeah.
A man has to spill seed. He has to spill seed in a woman for her to get pregnant, man. So what does that mean? It means these two daughters had sex with their father, man. That's what when the Bible says to lie down with a person. Lie down with me. They laid together, right? He went into her. They're talking about sex, man. This is sex in the Bible. It ain't gonna come out and be necessarily as blunt, you know, and rash as it is today. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the Bible here. Black people, we talk in a certain kind of way. We can talk about having sex and never use the word sex in a sentence. You understand? This is the Ebonic, man. This Bible is written in Ebonics. It's written by black people. So you have to take off that mysticism and spell of Christianity where you think and read and process things like an American. And you got to put your black hat on. You got to put that nigga hat on to realize what we're talking about here. We're talking about sex. To lie with someone means sex. To have sex with them, right? This is incest according to the Bible, right here. These two daughters are with a child that come from incest. They had sex with their father. Now let's read on and see what comes from with these children.
Verse 36. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. Verse 37. And the firstborn bare a son and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites until this day.
No, they died off.
Until this day.
No, those people, they not existed no more.
To this day.
To this day, man. You know what I'm saying? The Moabites are still on the earth. Who was the so-called Moabites, man? Who's the so-called Moabites? Anybody in the chat know? A couple people in the chat.
Yeah. Anybody know who the Moabites are?
Who are the so-called Moabites?
Okay. Well, we're going to tell you.
Oh, somebody said the Chinese.
Yeah.
Most High Christ.
That's right.
Hand, man.
You know?
She's studying. She's paying attention.
And if I may, later on, you're going to read where a mark was put on them. You know, and because they're from incest, which is unlawful. Incest is unlawful. And they had the law. You understand? So then, therefore now, these babies are born unlawfully. And the Most High put a mark on them. This is why their eyes are what they call eye fold. That's what the legal technical term that they call the slanted eye. It's called eye fold. Yeah, mongoloids is even better.
Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Well, let's read on.
Verse 38. And the younger, she bare a son and called his name Ben-Ami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon until this day. And these people are, anybody could guess who these people are? The Ammonites. Who are they today? Who are they? We're going to give you 10 seconds. The Ammonites. They're related to the Moabites. They're cousins.
Look by
Yeah.
Hell, I can't tell them.
Yeah. I know I can't. But okay, so we're gonna give it to. There you go. That's right. The Japanese. The water says. All right. Okay. So now we're gonna read on. Let's go to chapter 20:1. This is the book of Genesis, chapter. Damn, I'm on 21. No, I don't want to go that far. 20:1. And Abraham journeyed from thence toward the south country, and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and journeyed in Gerar. So now we're going to go back to the Hebrew in verse 2. It's going to read, Waya Amar Abraham al Shara Ashathwa Akathia Hawa'a Waya Shalak Abiyamalak Malak Garar Waya Kwak Ath Shara. Verse 20, verse 3, Salakia. Waya Ba'a Alahayim al Abiyamalak Bakalawam Halayallah Waya Amar Lawa Hanak or Hanaka Math. Let me see what that is. Hold on a second. Just want to see what it is. Hanaka, right. Math, Al, Ashar, Ha-Ashar, Ashar, Lakwakath, Hawa-Ah, Ba'ilaf, Baal. Verse 4. Wa Abiya Balak, La'ak, Qarab, Aliyah, Waya Amar, Adunya, Hagawaya, Gum, Tazadayak, Tha, Harag. Verse 5. Hala'ah, Hawa'ah, Amar, Laya, Akathia, Hawa'ah, Wayahaya, Gum, Hawa'ah, Amara, Akia, Hawa'ah, Bathum, Lababia, Waba, Nakwayan, Kapia, Aishayathia, Za'ath. Verse 6. Waya Amar al Yawa Alahayim Ba Kalam Gum Anakia Yada'aithia Kaya Bathum Lababka Aishiath Za'ath Wa'akashak Gum Anakia Awathaka Aliyah. Verse 7. Wa'aitha Hashab Ashath Ha'ayash Kaya Nabaya'a Hawa'a Waya the Palol Ba'ai Daka Wahaya no Wakaya Wa'am Ayanaka Mashayab, Dai, Kaya, Mawath, Tha Mawath, Atha, Zakal, Ashor, Laka. In verse 8, Wayashakam, Abiamalak, Babaquar, Wayaquara'a, Lakal, Abadayan, Wayadabar, Ath, Kal, Hadabarium, Ha'ala, Ba'a, Zanyahum, Waya Yara'awa, Ha Anashium, Ma'ad. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 20, and verse 2 in English. And Abraham said of Sarah, his wife, she is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. Verse 3, but God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, behold, thou art but a dead man. For
Cold.
Lord, that was cold. But for the woman which thou hast taken, Salakia, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife.
I like the Lord ain't gangster.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. I know he was scared out of his wits. And you're going to see that. Verse 4. But Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Lord, wilt thou slay a righteous nation? But he knew. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't going to be him that he wasn't going to be the only one that suffered. Verse 6. And God said unto him in a dream, yes, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy heart. For I also withheld thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her. So the Most High is telling him, listen, man, I did this for you to keep you from sinning against me. You're the benefactor. Because if you would have done it, then it would have been a different story. Verse 7. Now, therefore, restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restore her not, know thou that thou shalt surely die, thou and all that are thine, including his people. Okay. Verse 8. Therefore, Abimelech rose early in the morning and called his servants and told all these things in their ears, and the men were sore afraid. Verse 9. No, we didn't get to 9. Okay, in verse 9, we're going to start back with the Hebrew, of course, as we always do. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 20, and verse 9 in the Hebrew. Wayaquara'a Abiamalak La Abaraham Salaki La Abraham Waya Amar Lawa Ma Aishiath Lunwa or Lanawa Lunwa Wama Hataathia Laka Kaya Haba'am Haba'ath Aliyah Wa'al Ma Malakathia Ha Ta'a Gadala Ma Aishiyum Ashar La'a Ya Aishawa Aishiath Admadya verse 10. Wa ya Amar Abiyamalak al Abraham ma Ra'ayat Kaya Aishiath Ath Hadabar Ha Hazah. Okay, so that was 10. Verse 11. Waya Amar Abraham Kaya Amarathia Rak Ayun Yara'ath Alahayim Ba Makwawam Hazah Ha Salakia Wa Haragua Naya Al the bar Ashathia. Verse 12. Come on. Okay, there we go. Verse 12. Wagum Amana Akathia Bath Abia Hawa'a Aka La'a Baha Amya Watha Haya Watha Hawa Salakia Watha Hawa Laya La Asha. Verse 13. Wayahaya Ka'ashar Hatha Iwa Athia Alahayim Ma Ayath Abya La Amar La Ha Za Kasadka Ashar the Aisha Ashaya Imadia Al Kal Ha Makwawam Ashar Bakawa Ba Salaki Nakawa Shema Amaria Laya Akia Salaki Akia Hawa'a. Verse 16. Wa Lashara Amar Hana Nakathia Alap Kasap Wa'a Kayaka La Akayaka Hana Hawa'a Laka Kasawath Ayanayim Lakal Ashar Athak Wa'ath Kal Wanakath. Verse 17. Waya Thapalol Abraham Al Ha Alahayim Waya Rapa'a Alahayim Ath. Abi Malak wa Ath. Ashath wa Ama Hathia. Wait a minute. Wa Ma Hathath Yahwa. That's a tough one. Let me try one. Wa Mahathia wa. Mahathia wa. Verse 18. We started at 9, 10, 39. So 13, 17 was the last one. Right. So let's go back to 9. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 20 and verse 9 in the English. Then Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, what hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended thee, that thou hast brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not to be done.
You know what I'm saying? He like, man, you trespassed against me, man. You lying to me. You know, I like this woman. All you had to do was say she your wife. You trying to make it seem like it's your sister. What makes us what? If that's his sister, it would have made her what? Available to court. Available for him to talk to her. You understand? Like that was a point in time where we respected the Lord's laws, man. Where we feared the Lord. This is a king. He ain't gotta give a damn about our God. You know what I mean? He don't gotta care, but what?
That dream was real.
That dream was real. And they knew the power that we serve was real. He like, man, you trying to bring sin not like you said, it's not just about him. He said, not just on me, but on my kingdom.
He didn't. Abraham didn't trust them cats, man. That's the bottom line. He ain't trust them.
Nah, of course not. As he shouldn't, right? We can only have trust in what and faith in each other, man. We've never been able to trust in the heathen,
enemy, right?
We've never been able to trust in the heathen, and Abraham feared for his life.
Yep,
he feared for his life, and you know what I'm saying that. You live long enough and obtain some wisdom, you understand just how low and disgusting and filthy a heathen is. There's nothing we can't put past the oppressor. Nothing we can say, oh, he wouldn't do that. Oh, no, not the oppressor. You understand?
And one of the first things they want to do, they want to sleep with your woman.
Oh, yeah.
They love to sleep with your woman. Understand?
You're right. Read on.
So this is verse 11. Verse 10, Salakia. And Abimelech said unto Abraham, what sawest thou that thou hast done this thing? Verse 11. And Abraham said, because I thought surely the fear of God is not in this place.
He said it's not what? He said, what did he say?
Surely the sin, he said, surely the fear of God is not in this place.
You understand? I don't fear the Lord in here, man.
Yeah.
If I tell you that's my wife, you wouldn't have gave a damn. You still would have slaughtered me and took my woman. You understand? You're like, man, this ain't no righteous place I'm in. He kept it straight up with him. He said, surely the fear of the Lord is not in here. Read on.
So he done seen something.
Right.
And they will slay me for my wife's sake. Because he came in there and he saw what type of people he was. He knew Abraham was a wise man.
Come on, man. You go into a building, you go into a place. It don't take long for you to see the vibe of what's going on here. You know what I mean? When you see certain stuff, that's why being righteous and following the law is so important, because there's a line that's always there that we'll never cross. But the problem with America and the problem with society is that line is no longer a line.
Right.
It's a mist. It's the mist that can consist of one's own personal interests, their own fears and things that they desire. And people create their own border and people create their own morals. And that's why you have all these foul and wicked and disgusting things and these disgusting low standards that we carry in this place, because it's not based upon the fear of the Lord.
The word mist was an excellent word, because with mist is a mystery.
Exactly. That's it.
That was an excellent word, sir. You understand? Because you can see right through it and go right through it.
See right through it.
And get to that mystery on the other side.
and keep opening up Pandora's box.
And then the mystery becomes so great. We have spiritual Sodom again and Gomorrah here again. We seeing it. I mean, if you ain't seeing it, you just under a rock some damn where.
You sleep, man. You don't want to see it.
It's in your face every time you wake up.
That's what it is. You don't want to see it. You can see that career.
Yeah.
You can see that 10-year career.
You can't see
right in front of you.
Right in front of your face. and you know, it's bad out here, man. We implore all our brothers and sisters to come into this truth and get under the protection of the Most High God. You understand? Because time is really running out. You understand? I remember reading about Sodom and Gomorrah as a young child, hearing this story, man. I never thought I would see nothing like I see today. They said Diddy, if I may.
Come on, man. Go ahead.
They said he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
That's what they say, y'all.
But the one I didn't know is that he had 1,000 dildos. Now that one kind of blew me away because I can't even imagine something like that at all. I can't. It don't compute in my mind. Like, you know, let's move on.
You can't make this shit up, man.
If I didn't hear it on the news,
you can't make this up.
I would not. If somebody told me that, I would say, man.
Somebody told you on the street, you'd be like, man, you playing, man. You joking, man. You play too much.
Man, that is madness.
Yeah, man.
That is madness, man. Like,
it don't even make sense. It don't even make sense, you understand?
Okay. You know, but sometimes we just got to speak on it because it's the reality that we're living in. Verse 13. No, verse 12. And yet, indeed, she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. Meaning she's from his tribe. She's not his actual sister. He's saying she's from my people because that would be incest, which is unlawful. You understand? So what he's telling her is she's from my father, meaning she's from my tribe.
Right. So he like, you know, technically I ain't lie.
Because when you look at the story, Abraham's father was Sarah's father-in-law. So she's his daughter-in-law. That's what he's talking about. So don't get any funky ideas in your mind that Abraham was having incest with his sister.
You gotta understand context, man. A lot of you know what I'm saying, the Bible's it's all about context. You gotta know what's going on. And that's why following the law and understanding the flow, the current of the Bible, help you not have a misconception, right? It'll help you further understand context. Because if we know that incest is a sin, then we know that's not what Abraham is talking about here. But you have to understand the flow of the Bible. See, a Christian don't understand the flow. So they like, see, this incest. It's like, nah, you just don't understand how the Bible works. You don't understand what following the law is. There's certain things I could walk into a room and hear something and out of context in a conversation, but because I know we follow the law, I know what he's not talking about.
Right, cut it one kind.
You know what I mean? But a Christian doesn't understand the Bible. They don't understand nothing. So they just read it for what it is, and that's what it means. Right?
Verse 13. And it came to pass when the Most High caused me to wander from my father's house, meaning he left his nation. He left from among his people. That I said unto her, this is my kindness which thou shalt show unto me. That I had said unto her, this is my kindness which thou shalt show unto me at every place. Whether we shall come, say of me, he is my brother. So he's telling them that he told her to say that she's his brother, because technically she's his brother. This is my brother. You understand? This is what the brother was just talking about, the context. You got to under context and how we dealt with one another. You understand? Everybody in your family is technically your brother. You understand? I heard N.W.O and them having a conversation about this yesterday on the show. You know, we don't have friends. No. In UPK, we're friendly to one another, but we're brothers, we're sisters. That's better. You understand? That's a more family perspective that we're supposed to have when we deal with our people. And if you're not Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you are not my brother at all. Okay. I had to get that one in there. Okay. Verse 14. And Abimelech took sheep and oxen and manservant and womanservant and gave them unto Abraham and restored him Sarah, his wife, because he knew, because of what the Most High told him, that there was a blessing. Abraham coming to him was a blessing. That's what the Most High told him. You understand? And so he was smart, and he gave Abraham a gift or gifts, right? Now, one of the things that I love about the Bible, if I may,
Please.
is we see how people dealt with each other back then was better on the most part. On the most part, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they was unlawful and all that, but at least you had people that was half-ass righteous, man.
I say the respect
Calm.
level was there.
Absolutely.
Because we had the Lord. And I'll let you finish your thought.
No, I'm good.
Like, because we had the Lord behind us. The respect had to be there, because whether you like this or not, the other nations knew that there was a power behind us, that if we followed him, he would conquer anybody in front of us. That's why that king was shook the way he was shook. That's why he's going to a man. Abraham wasn't no king. Well, no, no, he didn't have a kingdom, didn't have, a great large army. This is a king going to this man like, hey man, listen. Let's not cause no confusion here, man. This is your woman. Keep your woman. Yep. I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke. Why? Because the Lord was behind us, man. Well, now we are a destroyed nation of people. So why would they want to respect us? Why respect them? Anybody gonna protect them? Nobody gonna defend them. We can abuse them, do whatever we want to do to them. Why? Because they don't serve their power. Respect them for what? You understand? That's how I look at it, honestly. You know what I mean?
The way it is.
For real. Verse 15. And Abimelech said, behold, my land is before thee. Dwell where it pleaseth thee. Verse 16. And unto Sarah he said, behold, I have given thy brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, he is to thee a covering of thine eyes, of the eyes, unto all that are with thee, and with all others, thus she was reproved. Verse 17. So Abraham prayed unto God, and God healed Abimelech and his wife and his maidservants, and they bare children. Okay? So the Most High, of course, he kept his word. The Most High always keeps his word. I mean, that goes without saying. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, we have to, above all things, man, believe that. If you don't believe nothing else, believe that the Most High is going to keep his end of the bargain. You better believe that. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 20 and verse 18 in the Hebrew. Kaya, Itazar, Yahweh, Ba'id, Kal, Racham, Labiath, Abiyamalak, Al, Dabar, Shara, Atha, Abraham. Now we're going to go to chapter 21 and verse 1. Do 6 more. Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 21 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wahayawa, Paquad, Ath, Shara, Ka'ashar, Amar, Waya Aish, Yahweh, La Shara, Ka'ashar Dabar. Verse 2. Wathahar, Wathalad, Shara, La Abraham, Ban, La Zaquanyawa, La Mawa'id, Ashar, Dabar, Athwa, Alahayim. Verse 3. Wayakwara'a, Abraham, Ath, Shem, Banwa, Hana, Walad, Lawa, Ashar, Yalada, Lawa, Shara, I, Tazakak. Verse 4. Wayamal, or Wayamalah, Abraham, Ath, Yat Tazakak, Banwa, Ban, Shamanath, Yam, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Athwa, Alahayim. Verse 5. Wa Abraham ban Ma'ath, Shana, Bahawalad, Lawa, Ath, Yat Tazakak, Banwa. Verse 6. Watha Amar, Shara, Tazakak, Aisha, Laya, Alahayim, Alahayim Kal, Hashemai, Ya Tazakak, Laya. Okay, so now we're going to go back and read the last verse in chapter 20. And we're going to start in the English in the book of Genesis, chapter 20. Come on, baby. And verse 18. For the Lord had fast closed up all the wounds of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. So because they did what was right, the Most High, you understand, hooked them up, so to speak, like made everything go right for them. Because he told them that Sarah and Abraham coming there was a blessing for them. So they got their blessing, right? You know, come on, next chapter. We love this because we know that the Most High, like the Most High is bountiful, plentiful. He has everything more than you could ever even think of to imagine. And he wants us to have good stuff, man. He wants us to live righteous and have good food and good families. That's what he wants. Why shouldn't we want that? It's crazy not to want that, man. But they have our people today so messed up, man, where we want what we want just to please us, our singular, our body singularly. And like to hell with everybody else. So that's the spirit of Sodom, man. That's why Sodom was the way it was. They wanted to have sex with the angels, man, just so they could say they did it. So we understand the sickness that's in this place, man. And we ain't got no choice, man. I'm telling you. We ain't got no choice but to come in this truth, man. To me, that's me. I ain't got no choice. The Most High said, choose life and good or choose death and evil. That's the choices that we have in life. And we making the right choice here today. You understand what I'm saying? We standing by the word of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? And we love it because it's righteous, man. There ain't no righteousness other than the righteousness of the Lord. Verse 1. And the Lord visited Sarah as he said, and the Lord did unto Sarah as he has spoken. Verse 2. For Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time which God had spoken to him. Verse 3. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. Isaac. Verse 4. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as God had commanded him. So that's, you see there, before Moses got the law was already there. You understand? We know Noah knew the unclean and the clean animals. We see Abraham obeyed the law of circumcision. He sacrificed Isaac on the 8th day. So when the brother said earlier the people had knowledge of the law, they did. You understand? But it was more of a verbal law that was passed down from Noah to the 3 sons and through the nations to the best as they began to grow. You understand? Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 21 and verse 5 in the Hebrew. Abraham ban ma'ath shana bahawala baha walad lawa ath ya tazakak banwa. Verse 6. Watha Amar Shara Tazakak Aisha Lawa Alahayim Kal Hashamai Tazakak Laya. Verse 7. Wa the Amar Maya Malol La Abraham Hayanaya Kwa Banyam Shara Kaya Yaladathia Bun La Zaquanyawa. Verse 8. Waya Gadal Hayalad Waya Gamal Waya Aisha Abraham Mashata Karawal Bayawum Ha Gamal Af Ya Tazakak. Verse 9. Wathara'a Shara Af Bun Hagar Ha Matazariath Ha Matazariath Ashar Yalada La Abraham Matazakak. Right, okay. Verse 10. Watha Amar La Abraham Gorash Ha Ama Hazaath Wa'ath Bana Kaya La'ah Yayarash Bun Ha'adama Ha'adama Hazaath Aim Banya Aim Yatazakak. Yatazakak is Isaac. Verse 11. Wayarai Hadabar Ma'ad Ba'ayanaya Abraham Al Awadath Banwa. Verse 12. Wayamar Alahayim Al Abraham Al Yorai Ba'ayanayaka Al Hanagai Hanar Wa'al Amathak Kal Ashar the Amar Aliyaka Shara Shemai Bakwalath Kaya Baya Tazakak Baya Ba Tazakak Ya Quara'a Laka Zorai
14 should be the last one.
Or 13.
We ended at verse 4. Actually, 11. He started at 5, right?
Yeah, we started at 5.
11.
11 was the last one? Okay. So we're going to go to the book of Genesis chapter 21 and verse 5 in the English. And Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto him. Verse 6. And Sarah said, the Most High hath made me to laugh, so that all that hear me will laugh with me. Because remember, when the angel told Sarah she gonna have a kid and she was 90 years old, she laughed. What? Shall I have pleasure when I'm an old lady? Yeah, you will. Abraham went in there.
That's how you know, man. The Lord controls the womb, man.
Yep.
He allows, you know what I'm saying, a baby to be born, man. That's why it's a beautiful thing. And the problem with this place is that we don't understand the significance of what's going on, man.
And kind of on concert, like what you said is heavy because when you said that, what I thought was like the woman's womb is a holy place. And like this kingdom has made it into a trash can. That's right. That's what we're talking about here. Like the Most High calls it the matrix. Like everything that comes out of the matrix belongs to him. So that matrix is special. That's a holy place. And so our daughters are supposed to be taught that when they're young girls. You're valuable. You don't give yourself over to anybody like that. You bring that dude to your father. You understand? That's another thing that's lost. You know, these young girls go out there and they pick a dude. No, you ain't picking him. I'm picking him. You understand? That's how it's supposed to be. We supposed to pick our daughters' husbands, man. Not them. Because they silly young girls for the most part. You understand? This is I mean, if you understand our culture, and I know I'm running on a little bit, but I've come to understand our culture and how it works, man. And the men are of authority are to be righteous and to make righteous decision with counsel. You just don't go fly by night and just make decisions. Understand? You know, I say things sometimes, I'm really tired of all of this stupidity that we living under. Aren't you? Like, for real. Like all the stupidity that we live under these foolish people. They stupid as hell. They dumb, evil, selfish, carnal. That's who we live under. It says the children will be their oppressors, man. Now I understand what it means. You understand? Where we at? Verse 7. Yeah, I just read 6, right? Verse 7. And she said, who would have said unto Abraham that Sarah should give children suck, for have been born him a son in his old age? She's saying, who would have thought that this old woman would be breastfeeding this baby, man?
Right. Crazy.
Verse 8, I mean. And the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned. Meaning, when Isaac started eating food, like I'm a grandfather, right? And one of the things that I love, I'm going to tell you, this is a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
When you see your grandchild eat his first food and you see that expression that comes, he's been sucking on that titty, right? And now he's getting food. And his body recognizes that the food is different and it's better. And their face just lights up. I just seen this the other day with my 4-month-old. His mother gave, me and my rib, we gave him some watermelon like a week before his mother did. And he didn't eat it, but he was like sucking on it. He was sucking on his face like, and then his father was feeding him with he put the food on his finger. I don't know why he did that, but the baby like grabbed his hand and wouldn't let it go. This is what he's talking about right here.
That's beautiful.
You understand? When they weaned from drinking that milk and start eating food, that is a blessing. That's what it's talking about. Abraham, when he saw that, he threw a feast. And I totally understand what that means. When you see that baby eat that food for that first time, I told my daughter, I said, listen, man, when you do it, which we had already done it, but when you do it, have it on film. And she had it on film, and she sent us the video. Salakia. Okay. So now, verse 9. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, which she had born unto Abraham, mocking. So this is Ishmael. Ishmael is making fun, teasing Isaac. And teasing, they started, and the mother, and Ishmael and his mother, Hagar, the Egyptian, they were teasing Sarah because she was old. She was an older woman with a child, and she was jealous. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes women do stuff like that, when they jealous. You understand? So she's starting to tease, but this Sarah's a bad girl, man. I love my mother Sarah, man. I'm telling you, because Sarah was no joke. She called Abraham Lord all the time. It wasn't like once in a while she said, hey, Lord. No, she was Lord every day. But when Abraham was wrong, Sarah stood strong. And the Most High sided with Sarah over Abraham. That's a hell of a thing. This is the prophet of God. And the Most High stood with his wife against him. This is a hell of a story to me. It's very significant. Verse 10. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son. For the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac. Now you see, let's take this from the perspective of today's man, a man of today. Man, you talking about, I'm my wife just like you. I'm not kicking them out. But Sarah was right. Sarah's right. You're going to see. Verse 11. This is the last one, right?
Yes.
Okay. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. That's your firstborn son, but he's the son of the flesh. He wasn't the son that, like, Abraham wasn't supposed to take that Egyptian woman to marry. He was supposed to wait until the Lord, but it was Sarah that gave that handmaid to Abraham to wife. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so that's how it went. Because this is not magic and this is not a fairy tale that somebody made up. This is something that happens to people all the time. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 21 and verse 12 in Hebrew.
See, but it's heavy that you say this. Like, it's not a fantasy. This is real. This is real life. This is day in and day out. And the problem is, like, what I always just reiterate is that there's a disconnect that Christianity makes. It's a disconnect that these religions make when it comes to this Bible, and it gives it just like mysticism and makes it out to be like a fairy tale and just like a novel you read in school. When this is history, man. This is our history. This is our people, right? This is our forefathers and foremothers and what they went through, and we go through the same things, man. You understand? We gotta make that connection and realize, like, this is talking about us. But the brother just brought out that, you know what I'm saying, that example of throwing that party made 100% sense to him. Why? Because he's seen it. He's felt that. He understands it, man. You understand? Like, this is talking about us, and the sooner we make that connection, the easier it'll be for us to embrace our culture, man. Embrace our identity and come back to the Lord. Once we take hold of what belongs to us.
And it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You know what I mean?
It really is. It's a beautiful culture, man, that we're going to get. We're going to get it. You understand? Because the Most High promised it to us. But in order for you to get it, you got to do some work. You have to come in here. You understand what I'm saying? And earn your place, man. The Most High ain't give nobody, even Abraham, nothing until they did something.
Earn it, man.
You got to earn it. And so here we are today, my brother and I, we trying to earn our way right now, trying to earn a little spot. At least when we stand before the Lord, we did something, man. You got to have something on your record.
Right.
You understand? And I want to put something on my record that's helpful to my people. Maybe I can help somebody put something on their record. That's what Commander General Hanna has done for all of us through Christ. He's given all of us an opportunity to put something on our record, man. So when the Most High, when Christ is here to judge us, you at least have something to say.
Right.
Because if you in that Christian world and you P. Diddy, God, my God.
You got some explaining.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm going to be moving the other way now.
Oh, man, leave Diddy alone, man.
Nah, man, Diddy destroyed a lot of people,
He did,
man.
So
he deserved it, man. I feel worse for R. Kelly because at least, I'm not saying R. Kelly was right, but at least he was having sex with women, man. He didn't have 1,000 dildos, man. I'm never gonna forget that long. I never heard of nothing like that in my entire life. I didn't even know there was 1,000.
I was thinking about. I was like, man, did he order in bulk or was it like little shipments? Like how do you come about to get that many bottles in your house, man? Is that like one truckload or just over time you just order like 200-300? Like how does that even work, man?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's funny. Like
it just don't make sense. I'm telling the because I'm like, listen, I get it. You live in a mansion, right? I'll give you 3 bottles. 3 bottles in the house, right? You got one on one side of the house. You don't want to walk to that side of the house. You don't want to walk to the other side of the house. But it's like you can't justify 10. You can't justify 20. But 1,000.
Just the
mindset. Was he filling the whole tub up with?
He must have planned at least 1,000 parties or something with all of that. So that was a lifetime supply. All right, y'all. Now, I'm sorry, y'all.
What's that?
It's incredible, man. Like it's incredible. Okay, we reading the 12 in the Hebrew. I'm sorry. Boy, 21 and 12. Now this is important. This verse right here. Oh, we got to read it in the Hebrew first. Wayamar Abraham al Alahayim al Abraham al Yorai Ba'ayanayaka al Hanar wa al Mathak Kal Ashar for Amar al Yakah Shara Shamai Bakwal Wakwala Bakwala Kaya Yatazakak Yakwara'a Laka Zarai. Verse 13. Wagum Ath Bun Ha'ama Lagawaya Ashiyam Nawa Kaya Zarayaka Hawa'a. Verse 14. Wayashakam Abraham Babakwar Wayakwak Lacham Wakamath Mayum Wayatun Al Hagar Shum Al Shakama Wa'ath Hayalad Wayashalaka Wathalaka Watha Thigh Bama Debar Ba'ar Shabai. Verse 15. Wayakolwa Hamayam Man Ha Kamath, Watha Shalak, Ath, Hayalad, the Kath, Akkad, Ha Shayakam, verse 16, Watha Laka, Wa the Shab, Laha, Managad, Harakak, Kama Tahawaya, Kama Kawaya, Koshath Kaya, Amara, Al, Ra'ah, Ba, Mawaf, Hayalad, Wakashab, Magagar, Nagar, nope, Managad, Salakia, Watha Sha'ah, Af, Kuala, Watha Baka. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We start at 9. No. We start at 11. 1, 2, 4.
11 was the last one. That last set.
Okay, so we started at 12, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18. Kind of one come. Verse 17. Hey, shalom. How about Shema Shabbat? Verse 17. Waya Shemai Alaham Ath Kwawal Hana'ar Waya Kwara'a Mala'aka Alahayim Al Hagar Mun Hashemayim Waya Amar Laha Ma Laka Hagar Al Hayara'awa. Nope, that's Ta Yara'aya Kaya Shemai Alahayim Al Kwawal Hana Ar Ba'ashar Hawa Sham. Verse 18. Kwamya Sha'aya Ath Hanar Waha Kazayakwaya Ath Ya Daka Bawa Kaya La Gawaya Garawol A Shayanawa Aya Salakia A Shayamnawa. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 21, and verse 12 in the English. And the Most High said unto Abraham, let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman, and all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Right, so here we go. So now understand all of this, because the Hagar is not from that bloodline. She's an heathen. Isaac and Sarah and Abraham all come from that same family, that same bloodline. So he's the child of what they call it in the New Testament, he's the child of the spirit. And Hagar's child is the child of the flesh. You understand? Meaning he's not part of the covenant. Understand? Because the Most High is a racist. They hate that. Them Christians here, you say that downtown or somewhere, they think you're a devil. That God ain't no racist. You don't even know what racist is. Racist is not a negative or positive connotation. It's a state of mind. If you love your people more, you're racist. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's when you oppress people, that's where the problem comes in at. Loving your race or a particular race above others is not a sin. And matter of fact, it's righteous to love your race more than others. It is absolutely righteous. The Most High is a racist, man. You know what I mean?
You'd love to say that.
Right. Verse 13. And also of the son of the bondman will I make a nation, a different nation, because he is thy seed. Verse 14. And Abraham rose up early in the morning and took bread and a bottle of water and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder and the child, and sent her away. And she departed and wandered into the wilderness of Beersheba. Verse 15. And the water was spent in the bottle, and she cast the child under one of the shrubs. Verse 16. And she went and sat her down over against him a good way off, as if it were a bow shot. For she said, let me not see the death of the child. And she sat over against him and lifted up her voice and wept. Verse 17. And the Most High heard the voice of the lad, and the angel of the Most High called to Hagar out of heaven, and said unto her, what aileth thee, Hagar? Fear not, for God hath heard the voice of the lad where he is, because he's Abraham's seed.
Exactly. Here we go.
Arise, lift up the lad, and hold him in thine hand, for I will make him a great nation. They became what is called today the Arabs, the Ishmaelites. That's who they are. Okay. The book of Genesis, should be the last set, right?
This is the last set, right?
This is the book of Genesis chapter 21 and verse 19. Waya pakwak alahayim ath ayanaya watha ra'a ba'ar mayam watha laka watha mala'a ath ha kamath mayam watha shak ath hana'ar. Verse 20. Waya pakwak alahayim ath ayanaya. No, I'm reading 19 again. Verse 20 now. My phone is messing up. Here we go. Come on. Okay, I got it. Waya haya alahayim ath hanar. Waya gadol. Waya shab. Bama debor. Waya haya rabah kwashath. Verse 21. Wayashab Bama Dabar Pa'arun Watha Kwak Lawa Amwa Ashar Ma Aratazar Matazarium. Verse 22. Wayahaya Ba'ai Ha Hawa'a Waya Amar Abia Malak Wapayakal Shar Tazaba'awa Al Abraham La Amar Alahayim Aimaka Bakal Ashar Atha Aisha. Verse 23. Wa Aishath Wa Aita Hashaba'ai Laya Ba'alahayim Haga Am Tha Shakwar Laya Wala Naya Wala Nakadya Ka Kasad Ashar Aishiathia Imak, Aisha, Imadia, Wa'im, Ha'aratazar, Ashar, Garatha, Baha. The last one, 24, 25. Okay. Verse 24, Wayamar Abraham, Anakia, Anashai. And verse 25, Waha, Wakaf, Wakak, Abraham Af, Abiamalak, Al, Adawaf, Ba'ar, Hamayam, Ashar, Gazolwa, Ibadia, Abaya Malak. Okay. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 21 and verse 19 in English. And God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water, and she went and filled the bottle with water and gave the lad drink. Verse 20, and God was with the lad, and he grew and dwelt in the wilderness and became an archer. 21, and he dwelt in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took him a wife out of the land of Egypt. She took him a wife of her people.
Exactly.
You understand? Right. So we could see like the Arabs, you understand? I'm going to tell you something real quick. The reason why they're light skinned like they are today is because the invasions and the admixtures of the Greeks, the Romans, and the other European nations, the Germans and the others who came into that area for conquering purposes and mixed with them. But as we could see here, that the Arab, the original Arab, was what we would call a melanated person, a brown or black person. His mother's an Egyptian and his father's Abraham. Both of them are melanated people.
And in the truth, we know that color doesn't mean you're an Israelite. Color is not what we use to, mean whether or not you're a heathen. You understand? Color is important, nonetheless. But who your father is what determines your ethnicity. Yep. What determines, what nation you are.
Today, there are people that would be considered white people today in America that are Israelites because who? Well, no, Bob Marley, because his father was white. But what I'm saying is okay, so let's say a woman marries how do I say it? Now let's not get into it because it's gonna take too long. But because you can look at what's the basketball player name? His name is yeah, and his son, he married a white woman, and the baby looked white, but the baby's Israel. Right. Yeah, he used to play. He got red hair and everything, but he's a brother.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah,
and he married a white woman, and his child is still the seed of Israelite. It's still an Israelite seed, no matter what color it is. That's why we are. Yeah, Blake Griffin. That's him. His son, his father is a Haitian. He's a Levite. His father's and dark. But he looks like his mama, who was white. But he's the seed of a Haitian. Yeah. Hold on. Hey, listen, I'm busy right now. I'm gonna call you back later. I've been trying to call you. I'll call you back later. Hello? Did you? It's 1 second.
Yeah, but just up here, Medium.
I've been calling this nigga for months. And now this nigga want to call my sister in the hospital. Whew. Right. Right. I need a new back.
new one?
Yeah.
We won't find one, man.
Yeah. Maybe we get some while we out on the street.
Go on eBay. All right, take somebody off the street. Right. Men of Israel, gird thyself to the fence through the Torah. Got that joint?
I got her this. Knock that thing down. Very careful, this baby.
Yeah, which one is the piece? That's
Yeah,
the other side?
Here.
No, it's the other side. Okay. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah. It's this one here. Yeah.
Yahweh Bashim Howard Shabrak. Yeah.
What's that? See that side. All right.
One more blow.
Please. All right, so Almighty means to stand. Wapanyak Wadum means rise and face the east. We'll start off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakwaka,
Malakwaka,
Taba'ah,
Tabah,
Ratazayaka,
Ratazayaka,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ba'arataza,
Barataza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Bashamayim,
Bashamayim,
Nathanawa,
Thundernawa,
Lakam,
Lakam,
Cow,
Cow,
Yawum,
Yawam,
Wasalaknawa,
Wasalaknawa,
Kabawafnawa,
Kabawaknawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kabawath Yanawa,
Kabawakinawa,
Wala,
Wala,
Tabiayanawa,
Tabiayinawa,
Banasaya 1,
Wanasaya 1,
a ball,
Ball,
Hawashayanawa,
Shayinawa,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Rai,
Rai,
Kaya,
Hayah,
Laka,
Ka,
Hamalakwith,
Malak,
Waha'ala,
Ha'ala,
Wahapaparis,
Atapara,
Iwalumium,
Iwalumium,
Aman.
Aman. In English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be done
Thy will be done.
in earth
In earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
and forgive us our debts
Forgive us our debt,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
The Hakak, the prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, Nathanawa, Hakak, Hakak, the Para'ah, Kau Makala, Wakau Madawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Ha, Matazarayim, Hakak, La Hakwiyam, Hamatium, Hakak, Al, Rakawath, Hatamala, La Garashan, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman.
In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
please
please
give us the power,
give us the
the
power,
power to heal
the power to heal
all manner of
all
sickness
manner of sickness
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease.
the power to cleanse the lepers,
Power to cleanse the
the
leper,
power to raise the dead,
power to raise the dead,
the power against the unclean
power
spirits,
against unclean spirits,
to cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
thank you,
thank you.
so be it.
So be it. Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew.
Barakatah Yahweh, Why Yahweh Shai, Why Mayaka Allah, Wa Alahayim, Matazabaya, Alawap Yahana, Alawapium, Hasaranyam, Kotazayanyam, Hakoyoyoyam, Waha Gwatian, Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh.
and Yahweh Shai,
And Yahweh Shai.
and Michael,
And Michael.
and the angels,
And the angel.
commanding General Yohanan,
Commanding General Yohanan.
the generals,
generals,
the captains,
captains,
the officers,
officers,
the troopers, and the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh
In
Shai,
the name of Yahweh Shai.
thank you,
Thank you.
so be it.
So be it.
Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha, Ayanya, Al-Hahariam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Aliyathan, Lamawat, Ragolka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makalrai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaatka, Wabawaatka, Mayata, Wa'aid, Iwalam.
In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From which cometh my help?
From which cometh my help?
My help coming from the Lord.
My help coming from the Lord.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee.
Will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
For all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And even forevermore.
And even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Dami Alaka, Al-Takarash, Wa Al-Tashakwat, Al-Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Imaka, Ya'irayamwa, Sawada, Wayata, Ya'itazawa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magoya, Wala, Yazakar, Sham Yashala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, Laba, Yahadwa, Aliaka, Barayath, Yakarathwa, Aholia, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashath, Anya Shabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamajin, Kasaya, Sara'ah, Kayabyan, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, Da'ara, Hayawa, Dewan, Daman Salakia, La'adama, Shayatamwa, Nada, Yabmawa, Ka-Arab, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazol, Manai, Cow, Nasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Naya Rasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awath, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Rawaka, Kaash, Tabiaira, Yaira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Taradapma, Basairika, Wabasa, Wapathka, Tabahalum, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shimka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayabaholwa, Aid, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Dawa, Kaya Ata, Shabkar, Yahweh, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kal Ha'aratazar.
In English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kissar, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes as Abba and Nazalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. Oh, my power. Make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth they wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
So, men of Israel, we give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I majum Shabbat, I majum Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yajimatah. Men of Israel, we give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, I majum Shabbat, I majum Barak, Yahweh Shema Alataba Hashem Shai. Yajimatah. Class dismissed. What up, y'all? We come around, but they got all this equipment over here.